Hello, and thank you for visiting the Boundless Grind, the leading channel that connects you to the most up-to-date information and possibilities that can help you achieve your full potential in your lifetime. Today I am going to continue with information about the applicant's interview as per travel.state.gov website. Prior to your interview, ensure you have followed the U.S. Embassy or Consulate interview preparation instructions. On the scheduled date and time of your interview appointment, go to the U.S. Embassy or Consulate. A consular officer will interview you, and accompanying family member beneficiaries, and determine whether or not you can receive an immigrant visa. As part of the interview process, ink-free, digital fingerprint scans will be taken. Before I continue, if you're new here or have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Also, please like and share so that we can reach and assist as many people as possible. Who must attend the interview? You, your spouse, and any qualified unmarried children immigrating with you must participate in the interview. If your spouse and/or qualified unmarried children will immigrate at a later date and travel separately from you, they are not required to participate in your interview. They will be scheduled for a separate interview appointment. You should contact the U.S. Embassy or Consulate directly to arrange separate interviews, if needed. What should you bring to the interview? 1. Appointment letter, your appointment information from the entrance status check on the Electronic Diversity Visa, EDV, website. 2. DS-260 confirmation page, you can print this from the Consular Electronic Application Center any time after you complete your DS-260 application. 3. Passport, bring an unexpired passport for each applicant person included in the application. The passport must be valid for 6 months beyond the intended date of entry into the United States. 4. Photographs, bring 2 identical color photographs for each applicant. Photos must meet the standards explained in the photograph requirements. 5. Medical exam results, if the panel physician gave you sealed envelopes containing each applicant's medical examination results, please bring those unopened envelopes. Some physicians send the medical examination results directly to the U.S. Embassy or Consulate. 6. Original and supporting documents, bring original documents or certified copies of all documents you submitted to KCC for you and each family member applying for a visa, with the exception of your passport. You may also be required to provide evidence of work and education requirements, marriage certificates, marriage termination documentation, and custody documentation. If you have a new document that you did not submit to KCC, bring both the original and 1 photocopy. Your original documents will be returned to you when the interview has been completed. The photocopies will be kept. 7. English translations, if documents require English translation, you must obtain certified translations and present them on the day of your interview. 8. Visa fees, if you did not pay your visa fees prior to your interview, you will need to pay them before speaking with a consular officer. What are the other things to consider? 1. If you cannot appear at your scheduled interview, contact the U.S. Embassy or Consulate as soon as possible. Under U.S. law, all diversity visas for a fiscal year must be issued prior to September 30th. Available visas for some countries and regions may be used up prior to that date. If you delay your appointment, you may lose your opportunity to immigrate on the basis of your DV application. 2. Your spouse and/or children can follow you to the United States after you immigrate, but remember that all diversity visas for a fiscal year must be issued by September 30th. Available visas for some countries and regions may be used up prior to that date. If your spouse and children delay obtaining their visas, they may lose their opportunity to immigrate on the basis of their DV applications. If this happens, you will need to file a petition to bring your family to the United States at a later date. If they do not obtain diversity visas prior to September 30th, your spouse and/or children may have to wait several years to join you. 3. If you were married, or your child was born or adopted after you submitted your entry to the DV program, you can add them to your case and they may be eligible to receive diversity visas. However, if you were married or had children prior to entering the DV program, and you failed to include your family members on your original entry, your case will be disqualified. Neither you nor your family members will receive visas. Your fees will not be refunded. 4. Children generally must be unmarried and under age 21 to qualify as derivative applicants. Also, they generally must use their visas to enter the United States while still under age 21. If you have a child who will be turning 21 soon, you should immediately contact the U.S. Embassy or Consulate where your interview is scheduled. The U.S. Embassy or Consulate will determine whether an earlier appointment is needed. If your child no longer qualifies to immigrate with you based on age, then a separate petition must be filed for the child after you immigrate. There may be a significant delay before your child becomes qualified for a visa. Important notice. You should not make permanent financial commitments, such as selling your house, car or property, resigning from your job or making non-refundable flight or other travel arrangements until you have received your immigrant visa. I repeat, you should not make permanent financial commitments, such as selling your house, car or property, resigning from your job or making non-refundable flight or other travel arrangements until you have received your immigrant visa. This is the Boundless Grind, the leading channel that connects you to the most up-to-date information and possibilities that can help you achieve your full potential in your lifetime. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.